Subscribe to CIRV'N IT RAW.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Just make sure the coat fire. Told the jeweler cut some links and bring the gold higher. He want to shoot it, he hot-headed, he ghost rider. Send him through your shit like Robin Givens with the old iron. Swinging, fork in the glass pot clanking. Holding the boat, they ship sinking. I make one brick, two without blinking. They was sleeping, now I got them rethinking shit.
Yes, Lord.
You done tapped into CIRV'N IT RAW podcast. I am your host, Gutter Kane, the Gutter Man, the Pyrex Iron Chef. And I got that Joker smile, man, because I got a legend, another legend in here, man, a hip-hop legend. He's been repping at Triggeration Station for quite a long time. I grew up on his music. He coming straight out of Southeast Dago, where they be building their money together like Legos. You know what I'm saying?
You already know.
But I want to welcome the great Mitchy Slick. What's going on?
What's up, love, man? What's up, love, man? How you doing, homie?
Oh man, I'm loving this. Like I said, I've been a fan of your music, bro. When you first put your CD out, I was graduating high school. I've listened to you. Your career has been phenomenal. The good things that you've done for the community, I want to touch on, but I want to make this one specifically about you and the things that you have done to build up your community, the things that you've done in San Diego, and a lot of shit that I feel that other podcasts, when they have a person like you in front of them, they don't touch on.
Right. Well, it's all good, homie. I'm with it. Let's chop game, bro.
All righty. So
do I get the burn on camera, or do we got to hold off on the burning?
Hell no, do what you want to do.
All right, we rocking.
I'm drinking.
Straight up. I got a little drink too, homie. I got me a little bit of this dose, man.
Oh, see, okay. See down here, well, in Olympia now we got the vodka.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's what's up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so yeah, I'm chilling, man. Yeah, do whatever. Like this one, that's why I say this ain't scripted.
Listen, where is Olympia exactly? Tell me exactly so I can know if I done been through there.
Olympia is 30 miles south of Tacoma.
Olympia. Man.
Yeah, it's the capital. It's the capital of Washington State.
Well, shit, man. I got to pull up. I love it. I love Washington, bro. That's one of my favorite spots, homie. Straight up. I gotta be out there, as a matter of fact. I gotta be out there in Seattle, homie, on the 2nd. I got this release party I'm doing with the homie DJ Don G. And Don G got this new album coming out, and the single off the album is the song he got with me and Cocaine. And that's gonna come out right now. So we supposed to do a listening party and a release party on the 2nd of next month, bro. June 2nd.
Okay. Matter of fact, I'll be in Tacoma, but I'll be there until I'm going to a baseball game. But when I leave there, I can head up to Seattle and get with you.
You got to pull up, homie. You got to pull up.
Already. All righty. Well, let me go ahead. I got to start with the basic question. I know this, but I still got to start with this one. So where you from, and when did you first start taking rap seriously?
I'm gonna skim over all that because I done told that story so many times. I'm skimming over that, but I get to it. I'm from San Diego, homie, California. And if you don't know that already, it ain't nothing wrong with you not knowing that, but you most definitely are not a avid West Coast gangster shit listener.
Yes.
That's just what that is. But yeah, I'm from San Diego, California, homie. Right off of Logan and Euclid. And I think some homies of mine had a studio. I went over there and made a demo. And the reaction I got from the demo led me up to LA to fuck with the homie Sir Jinx via the homie DJ Jam. And then just from me seeing what I could do in one of my trips to LA, let me know that making the shit and doing what I wanted to do with music was attainable. I didn't always have a desire to, make music or be a musician and nothing like that. But when I saw what was going on in the rap game, and me being a hip hopper, just by growing up when I did, being a kid of the 80s and shit, when the opportunity came around and a lot of cats in their hoods was making their own music and representing their neighborhoods and communities. And I saw that you could do it on your own. And that wave of independent labels came out. Me and the homies was outside heavily, and I just figured, we can get this done. But my first trip to LA had me around some big names, and just that little inspiration I got from that trip, seeing, meeting, Dub C and Mac 10 and all them on my first trip, DJ Aladdin and all them on my first trip to LA was the motivation for me to say, we could do this shit. We can get some money off this shit.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, I always say this. Everybody I've ever interviewed always said that their first, like the time when they was the most happiest when it came to them was when they did their debut album or they first got signed. And so I want you to take me back to the vibe, what it was like, Mitchy Slick creating Triggeration Station, your debut.
Well, I can't tell you no story of getting signed and no shit like that.
Well, I know you've been
my career, because it was an independent route for me, homie. You know what I mean? I wish I could tell you that story. But nah, man, it was just a period in time when hey Bees,
that's a classic.
Hey, get on there for me, homie. The little homies. It was a time when Master P and them had just showed us that you can push this shit out the trunk. And with us watching the Bay Area and seeing the moves that they was making business wise, it was just a reality for us. So you figure like the early 2000s and shit, it wasn't much going on the West Coast. Pac had passed away maybe a few years before that, and it was really up for grabs who was going to be the next situation to come. And it was rough, man, for a long time because cats wasn't really fucking with the West Coast at the time, I mean, this the times when Snoop and E40 and all them was going down south to make records and do deals and shit. It was kind of fucked up on the left, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was just a raw time. Me and the homies was outside though, like all the shit everybody rap about. You know what I'm saying? Like we was really doing it at a real epic level. I mean, I remember like my first album we took like about 6 brand new Escalades and I think we had 3 Escalades and maybe 3 Denali's, homie, and we hit every hood turf up the whole coast from here to Oakland to all the hoods, even to Portland. We drove, pushed all the way to Seattle, drove, pushing out the trunk. Some shit you ain't never. Niggas don't do that type of shit no more. They might go one at a time. No, we just got in traffic, got on the road, and hit up all these locations, homie, and did everything we had to do to make sure that every hood on the whole left coast was fucking with our music. It was that era, you know what I'm saying? And that's a whole different time. You had to be a made nigga to even be out and pull up in somebody else's hood in Oakland and in Richmond and in all these places, you know what I'm saying? So it was an outside time. Now you can stay at home and make this stuff happen. But then it was much more about the integrity of you and your crew, y'all reputation, and what people knew about y'all, because the internet wasn't that big, you know what I'm saying? It was about, were you able to make a presence? Were you able to rock shows? And did you have your product and understand the business of being out the trunk at the time and the hand-to-hand movement that was going on? I mean, we was literally riding up the coast with boxes of CDs, selling them to the stores, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Selling a box of stores, box of 100 to stores and shit like that at $7 and $8 and $6, and it got all the way down to $5 for some of the Bay cats that was really moving a lot of pieces. It was a different time. You had to know the business. Now you got to understand the difference between now and then. Is like you get a little artist, he could decide that he want to make music. I don't knock the new generation at all. I'm just saying. Mm-hmm. He could decide he want to make music on Tuesday, go in the studio on Wednesday, get his record mixed on Thursday off an app or some shit, mixed, get it mastered online. Yep. You could just pay us to get they could record this shit on their phone, get it mixed and mastered with apps on their phone, distribute the record to the whole world just on your phone from your hand right there. The first song you ever made. Imagine this. This is what I say to the artists of my era. I mean, it don't seem that long ago to me, but I'm saying, like, imagine if Triggeration Station. What if every time a motherfucker played a song off of Triggeration Station, I got paid for it?
Yeah.
Right now, every song, you can make a song, you can start rapping tomorrow, make a song and put it out. And every single time that song is played, no matter how small or big the amount is, that little dude gonna get paid for that song.
Yeah.
You get that one CD sale, that motherfucker might have went platinum just off of that one CD, getting burnt and played and, you know, whatever. You're not receiving no money for all the plays that come off of that shit. So it's a different time, you know what I mean? You had to get a deal to even put your record out.
Well, I appreciate that body of work. That's a classic album, man.
That's love, homie. Shout out to the homie Cricket. Cricket was on there.
Yep,
all the homies that featured on there, yeah. Cricket
Damu.
produced. Damu. Cricket produced most of the album, but Damu was on that thing. Black Mikey.
E40.
Marley, 40. Who else? Yuck Mouth.
Yep.
Juice.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, I was bumping it again today.
That's what's up, homie.
How did the Strong Arm Steady come about? Like, how did you become a part of that super group?
Just being in LA and fucking with the Liquid crew. And you know, the homie, the initial meeting came from me fucking with Sir Jinx. And then from Sir Jinx, I met a lot of other cats that was tied into the Liquid crew, and they just showed me love and opened their arms. And at the time, it was just about making music. They wasn't really Crips or Bloods or no shit like that. And at the time, you know, you damn near had to be from a motherfucker's hood in order to rap with them. You know what I mean? Damn near at the time. And you just start touring with Exhibit and shit. And at the time, it was like a big mixtape movement. It was a big it was a big mixtape movement at the time. And from that, you know, 50 and then was doing their shit, Drama and all the mixtapes, and we just smothered on the whole LA, Southern Cali area with the mixtapes. And the series was just, you know, we had a mixtape group. You know, it was a bunch of other MCs that was in Strong Arm Steady, you know what I'm saying? From Saphir to Razcast to fucking the Barbershop MCs, the Far Ride, Chase Infinite, you know what I'm saying? ASAP Rocky, old manager, the homie, my brother. It was a lot of us making Planet Asia. You know, it was a lot of real MCs though, like, you know, hip hop influenced artists, not just street gangster niggas, but real musicians and real artists that was on these mixtapes tearing heads off, and it just built a following of its own. And then me, Phil, and Crime Down happened to be the only cast that really weren't already in groups or had deals. And Exhibit tried to put a play for us together to be, you know, the next super West Coast group. Mm-hmm. And you know, we end up fucking with that didn't work all the way out. We toured, did a lot of shit, and put out a lot of records, but we end up doing a deal with Blacksmith, which is Kweli and Corey Smith's label. And then we toured again, went all around the world fucking with Kweli and shit too. That was rap school for me. That's how I learned the industry, just being in Strong Arm Steady.
Okay. All right. Well, hey man, shout out to y'all, man. I love that group. Now I know a lot of people don't know this, but you was able to work with the great Gladys Knight. I remember you performed with her as well. You performed the song live too. So
yeah, can I have a cup in there, please? Yeah, man. That was one of the most influential and pivotal moments of my career. Yeah, man. Gladys Knight is my aunt through marriage.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that at all.
It's just fam, homie. It was just a family thing. It was just a family thing. You know, the best times with her ain't even got nothing to do with music. You know, it's all love. But yeah, we did that song. We came together, and we performed it a few times. Performed it at on the Queen Latifah show.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know she was related to you.
Yeah, that's where most of the people know about that song from, because we performed it on Queen Latifah show.
Oh, okay. All right. Now, WrongKind Records.
Mm-hmm.
So are you still the CEO? Is that still a thing that's going on?
It'll never die, homie. It's a secret cell. Okay. It's getting bigger and bigger. I don't put it to the front because it's like a lot of artists we had on the label are no longer here with us, deceased, incarcerated. But far as all the the brain power behind the shit all comes from the motivation that was put in from all the homies that was a part of WrongKind Records. We still moving today. We're about to put out an album in about a month right now. This new project I got. Shout out to the homeboy Pooh over there at the Trap. Mm-hmm. Me and my partner, man, we just figured out a way to put out some records.
Okay.
And it's about to happen right now. I got a project called Selective Politicking. And I got a new single today that's coming out. That's out right now. I just dropped my new single. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. It's called Hey Day. It's produced by the homeboy Cheese on the Slap up out of Northern California. And the video is out too right now. But no, WrongKind Record is strong pushing, man. We got a WrongKind album finna come out too. Shout out to the homeboy Eddie Mac reading that, Ice B, 2Ps, K-Biz. All the homies is on this new album, man. I mean, for those that don't know, them is all the hitters. Me Face, them is all the hometown hitters that everybody that follow the WrongKind brand know about. We got an album with all the homies on it.
Is it gonna be like a compilation?
Nah, it's gonna be an album like some Wu-Tang shit or something. You know what I'm saying? Recipes half ounce. You know what I'm saying? My young nigga half ounce. He ain't here, but before he died, he made some bangers with me.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, all right. Well, shit, I'm looking forward to hearing all that.
Oh yeah.
All right. Yeah, I know a lot of times, man. Like I said before, people always like when it came to negative stuff or drama, gang, stuff like that. They always want to talk about those things associated with Linkin Park and Mitchy Slick. But I don't want to be the one to talk about that. I think you've covered that shit enough on other platforms, and I want to talk about the positive stuff that you've been doing. So I want to touch on like your community works. I know you got the Mitchy Slick Food Drive. So what's going on with that? You got the
actually, it's not a food drive. The homie Herm always say food drive. It's a food giveaway.
Food, okay.
People, like we make that happen. You know what I'm saying? Every Sunday in my neighborhood on Logan and Euclid at the Monster Squad Fitness headquarters, you could pull up. Usually, man, it's mothers. It ain't even got to be the needy. I don't care who it is. It's a lot of mothers that protected me and looked out for me when I grew up in the neighborhood that pull up. And it's for whoever, man. We got a lot of Mexican members in our communities now. That's a lot going on in San Diego right now, in a lot of Southern California cities. It's like, we got to live amongst each other right now. And so, I show love to everybody. It don't matter who it is, whoever pull up. Mm-hmm. A lot of mamas, grandmamas, even some of the less fortunate, homeboys that ain't got certain shit around the neighborhood. They be lined up every Sunday because they know Slick coming through with them goods, homie. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the homeboy Monster Hearn. Straight up. Yeah, man. It's a good thing. And what we really started out doing it for was just to show, because it's a lot of love that been lost in the neighborhoods. Everybody always wondering what's going on. And I really think a lot of what's lost in our neighborhoods and the communities and that big gap between young homies and older homies, it just comes from love. And not on no cliche-ish sucker way. Nah, like for real. Like when you love something, you're gonna take better care of it, no matter what it is. You know what I mean? Yeah. Whether it's a homeboy or a person, whether it's a girl, whether it's your community, whether it's the area that you got, the real estate you got right here, the front of your house, whatever it is, if you like it and love it, you're gonna take care of it more. And that's what's wrong, because we ain't been taking care of the community. So me and the homie Herm is on a mission to show, be the spokesperson in our turf to show another way to be other than how we been, and that's concentrating on loving the homies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something happened to the homie, we all there. The homie go to jail, shit, it ain't, and he don't gotta worry about don't nobody, ain't nobody got his best interest, ain't nobody looking out for him, ain't nobody checking up on his mama and his daughter and nothing like that. I'm trying to bring back a little bit of love to the hood to show the young homies how to do this. The older homies too, you know what I mean? But then that ain't just all I do. I do a gang of shit, and I don't do it to publicize either. I damn near forgot what to say when you asked me that question, because I don't even look at it.
It wasn't really a question. I wanted you just to explain, like, just talk about it. Like, tell me, what you're doing, because that's the thing. A lot of people don't know about it though.
They don't gotta know. It don't matter. Long as the people that need it get the shit, you know what I'm saying? But I guess maybe I may be, if the mission is to make me appear to be something, a certain image to people, but I don't even be focused on that. But I guess that's cool for them to know, because if they know I'm doing it, maybe some other young homies would be influenced to do the same thing. You know what I mean? So on that sense, yeah, you're right. It does need to be known, but I don't do it to be known. You know what I'm saying? I post a little shit on the weekend, you know what I'm saying, just because I want people to see, but I ain't blasting that out. I just take care of the people that took care of me, homie. You know what I mean?
I truly understand. I just told you, like, the thing that pisses the thing that pisses me off about a lot of shit that go on is, like I said, a lot of platforms have artists like yourself, okay, legends that have really put in this time, and I don't give a fuck who you are. As a person growing up, you listen to music, and music got you through a lot of shit, whether it was a death of a homeboy, family member, maybe you was about to make a decision you didn't know. Like, it's a lot of shit that a lot of artists have spoke on that we grew up on. And the thing is that when you have platforms like, which I don't, like I said, I'm not gonna speak on them, but those certain platforms, they just want to talk about the bullshit that go on. And so I watched like 2 or 3 interviews that you've had, and it's like, my thing is like, ask him about his music.
Hey, for the last 2 decades, every Christmas, homie, my family, my pops, Hood Beast Motorcycle Club, my aunt, she got Shabbat Ministry, Shabbat, me, WrongKind Records. I haven't been there the whole time, but since I've been a responsible grown adult, every year, homie, we give away like over 100,000 toys. Homie, like 5,000 kids get bags of toys every year for over 20 years, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. See,
yeah,
I want my listeners and my viewers to know this. I want them to get to know Mitchy Slick, the real Mitchy Slick, not the gangland, you know what I'm saying, or who they, you know what I'm saying, like anybody who have heard of you or got eyes know you a thorough cat when it came to street shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, come on, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, you got Exotic Pop.
Yeah, shout out to Exotic Pop. We had a drink, man. For those that don't know, Exotic Pop is a company that makes rare, exclusive, and hard to get drinks. And they real heavy in the urban hip hop and lean culture community. You know what I mean? And they got different drinks with different street artists, and I happen to be one of them. Shout out to Exotic Pop, man. Y'all can go get that Yea Dat punch, man. Yeah. It's mostly in Southeast. I don't make it available everywhere. It's just 1 or 2 stores you can go get it. We ain't chasing it though. If you down to come to the Southeast and come to where the music is made and where Mitchy Slick is from and all that, then you can get some. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Green Cat Liquors and Mike's Market in the Brims. Yeah, that. And everybody else that want to carry it, let me know. I most definitely want it in the fish market in the dip. Okay. Let me know, man. Whoever want it, you can go to Exotic Pop website and order it too.
And you got the Triggeration Station weed strand.
Hey, man, that's legendary in the town. And I talk a lot of fast, big shit, but everybody know my strain speak for itself. It's the killerest, most recognized, most thunderous OG in all of the city. And we don't sell it, we just grow it, bro. And it's for personal consumption. And if you hang with the WrongKind smoke team, you can get a bar.
Oh, okay. And then you got the Yea Dat Clothing.
Shout out to the homeboy Budman Gardens, man. Right up. And then here go my brand, man, Fruits. Look out, Arizona, I'm coming.
Already.
Yeah, man, I'm finna have the second biggest grow in the whole state. Me and my team.
Okay.
Yeah, man, it's finna be magic. I be trying to have my hand in a lot of fires.
You gonna be sending that stuff up this way?
Mm-mm.
I gotta come to Cali.
Seattle got their own phone.
Oh,
Seattle
yeah.
got phone. Tacoma got phone. I know Olympia. Y'all got them grows and shit up here.
Yeah, man. But shit, I still think some of the best weed is actually up in Seattle.
You do? No, I ain't gonna lie. One of the, you know, I'm heavy in the game, bro. You know what I'm saying? Amongst the real stoners and shit, the gangster stoners, and you know, we be all over the West Coast connoisseuring and shit. And one of the growers is most highly respected growers that I know in the game on the West Coast, which is gonna be the best coast for this, is a grower from up in your area, man, from Washington, man. Okay. Shout out to the homeboy over there, Kush for breakfast. He's known for a couple of strains, but one of the main strains he's known for is Smarties, Gushers, but Smarties. And everybody in the community that know who got that funk, yeah, they know about the homeboy Kush for breakfast. Shout out to my bro up there in Seattle. Yeah, that.
Already. And now the clothing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that clothing. So
yeah, that clothing, man. Hey, a lot of cats don't know because it was just for the team, but we had Yeah That Clothing for like 10 years now. But me and my homeboy Relly just went to the lab and figured out it's time to take this shit, you know what I'm saying, a little bit bigger and across country. Okay. And we got a store right now out in Vancouver, homie, out there in Oregon. Vancouver, Washington.
Oh, Vancouver, Washington.
Right by Oregon and shit. Mm-hmm. And right by Portland and shit. And we got a store. Yeah, that store in the mall, man. They can go check it out, man, in the Vancouver Mall. And
doing that.
yeah. If you want to order, you could just go to YEADAT Clothing.com and you can order all the shit. But if you go on my page, you see some of that shit we got going on, man. I'm not making no regular shit just with the silk screen on the front. Nah, we over there. We going in the lab, man. We going in the lab. Fabrics, cuts, all the shit to come up with shit that we really like, not just some shit that some other motherfucker made for us. That was some European fit cut shit. Nah, making shit we can rob. Shout out to the homeboy Quaver and Fresh Yard too. We be collabing on a lot of drops and a lot of merch ideals and shit like that. That's my boy in San Diego. He got one of the dopest men's boutiques. But far as streetwear, homie, that's my game. And ain't nobody even really seen how far I'm gonna go with that. They see my little drops and shit, but wait till I really can wiggle. I'm finna really bust out with a lot of designs and shit. Just shit we like to wear every day.
Oh, okay. Well, shit.
Yeah, that clothing.
Oh, man. Well, I'm at the tail end, so I gotta ask you this. This I ask all my guests. What's Mitchy Slick's top 5 rappers, dead or alive?
Dead or alive?
Yep. Top 5.
See, that's a hard question to ask when you a real hip hopper, because you got to understand that's that best rapper or my pick of who I like. Them's two different lists. Because best rapper, we going off of skill and it's gonna be other shit. But the ones that I like, my 5 favorites, favorites and best. That's two different lists, bro.
Okay, so your 5 favorites then.
My 5 favorites?
Yeah, we'll go that way.
Okay, 40.
Okay.
Big L.
Ooh, all right. That's nice right there.
MC8.
Oh, that's another one. All right.
Fabulous.
Damn.
And probably like G-Rap, Cool G-Rap, or maybe I gotta put another honorable mention in there. And then maybe
that's a solid 5.
Hold on. Definitely. Let me throw. And then it's a whole bunch of these other ones right in here. Cause then it turned it like Sugar Booger from the Relatives motherfucking
don't talk about the relatives enough.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a little sugar free. You know, it's other that right after you get right there, it's just the culture of the shit. But you pretty much got the list. Now, if we was talking about best rappers, then you start hearing the Kendricks and the Crooked Eyes and all that shit come up in my shit. You know what I mean? But see, Big L might still make it in that list too, though, and 40 and them niggas like that too, though. My shit too broad. I can't just give you 5. Like you can get into my mental and find out where my head is at. But top 5, I can't even do that. You got to go 5.5. Who's my 5.5? Who's my 5? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, what is there any other new stuff we can expect from you?
Man, I got a project. Man, I got more new shit and more finished shit right now than I had since I've been doing this shit, bro. I got this Selected Politicking project coming out, and I also did an album with the homeboy Sir Veterano through Fresh Yard Records. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Quad, like I said before. I got a project. We toured last year. We're gonna go on another tour soon. But yeah, me and Veterano got this album that's kind of like an 80s gangster funk inspired album. You know what I'm saying? Not funk, not no sweater funk. No, that gangster shit. But funk, you know what I'm saying? And it's dope. I dropped it. Not G-funk, not G-funk. Like 80s funk, not just G-funk.
Okay.
G-funk is 90s. This is some
no. That's what I say. Like P-funk, like Parliament.
No, like M2 Me, Gap Band.
Gap Band, okay.
You know, like motherfucking Roger. You know what I'm saying? That shit.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. Damn. Well, hey,
like coming out, it's called Everybody Hates Mitch. I dropped a single off of it already. If you go listen to my single off that I put out already, it's called In My Elko. But if you heard In My Elko, that's a perfect description of what this album is like. That shit is like juicy fruit all over, but some new you know, like it's funky, homie, straight up.
Well, I want to say this, man. I want to be the one, man. If nobody else does, I want to be the podcast and the person, man. From Gutter Kane to you, I want to give you your flowers.
Much love, homie.
For all the contributions that you have that you've given us and continue to give us, man, in hip hop. You know,
Gutter Kane. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like I said, you've been your music has been a pivotal part of my growing up. You know, like I said, I still bump that song that you did with Looney Coleon. You know what I'm saying? Do right, do wrong, do right.
I did bump like a motherfucker.
Yeah, so you know, it's just one of those things, man. And I'm glad that you gave me an opportunity to interview you and just touch on some stuff. This is something I want to continue to, you know, like since I'm tapped in with you, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we can, you know, we got a, you know, like a relationship, you know, a friendship or whatever that we can.
Well, definitely, homie.
Build on. And like I said, man, I just want to, you know, I'm tapped in with you. So anytime I'm, you know, trying to do something else, man, or anything you got going on, you know, I would love to, like, you know, just push that positive stuff that I know you got going on and shit, man, and really let people.
Appreciate that, homie. We need it, homie. You gotta have a balance, bro. You know what I mean? And besides, we grown now. That's what I'm on now. You're gonna catch most of my time. You're gonna catch me out on that football field with the youngsters, trying to get the young homies to the NFL and shit. That's what we do in my neighborhoods, you know. You
thought about coaching? You been coaching?
I don't want to coach.
You don't want to coach? Okay.
I'm just a supporter and a booster. I bring attention to the school that I went to, and I bring attention and help raise funds for the school and shit like that. You know what I mean? That's what I do.
I got you already.
And I let the coaches every I know my lane. You know what I mean?
Well, hey, man. Hey, it was, like I said, man. It was a phenomenal, man. You know, you don't even know, man, how much it ain't hitting the heart, man. The interview, you know, it's
much love, homie. Much love.
So, but I ain't gonna hold you up, man. And you know, like I said,
you got the number, bro. You got the number
already. And June 2nd, I'm gonna make it. I'll definitely hit you up, man. But
June 2nd, I got that little release gig. Then June 3rd, the next day, I got this cannabis event in Oklahoma. It's a few known local artists in Oklahoma. It's the Oklahoma Cannabis Cup. Oklahoma Cup. It's the Oklahoma Cup show. And then on the 10th, I got the Cali Classic. That's with Mac 10, MCA, Jail Felony, Bone Thugs, Dog Pound, Sugar Free. I got that all in Beverly Hills on the 10th, man. So your boy Slick trying to move around a little bit.
Already. I think I saw a flyer for that too.
Yeah.
For that. All right. Well, hey man, safe travels on everything, man. And like I said, congratulations, man, for everything. You deserve everything that you're getting, bro. For real.
Good looking on me. Much love, Gutter Kane.
All right, well shit. Well, I will hit you up, man, later on and have a good day.
Much love, homie. I'll be out there soon. I'll see you on the 2nd, homie.
All right.
All right, homie.
Just make sure the coke fire. Told the jeweler cut some links and bring the gold higher. He wanna shoot it, he hot-headed, he ghost rider. Send him through your shit like Robin Givens with the old iron. Swinging, fork in the glass pot clanking. Holding the boat, they ship sinking. I make one brick, two without blinking. They was sleeping, now I got them rethinking shit.